See how I got this look and kind of just get to know me on a deeper level, because if you watch this, we're besties now. I told you my deepest darkest secrets, you hear me? But anyways, if you want to watch me, I get it. If you don't, I get it also, because I talk a lot. But you can see how I got this look, so you can look like a baddie with me. But overall, I'm just reflecting on the year, getting ready, talking to the girls, whoever is watching. It could be guys, I don't care. Just talking and letting y'all know my deep secrets. Yeah. Hey y'all, it's Clarabelle, cutie with the booty. I'm gonna keep saying that, watch. But I'm doing another YouTube video. I just got off work. Today was a good day. It was like the gift exchange thing for work, so I'm feeling good. I have to work tomorrow though. On Christmas Eve. I think I'm gonna vlog me cooking because I have so much to cook tomorrow. I'm gonna use the Blur, Perfect the Blur primer. Also, I just ate a couple of pickles and my hands kind of stink, but it's okay. We're gonna ignore it. But I kind of just want to come on here, do a cute little makeup tutorial and kind of like more of like how I came about to be where I'm at now, like reflect on the year, because I feel like this year has been so draining. Debating if I should keep my natural brows. I don't know. I think so. I'm not gonna fill them in today because I'm just doing something quick and easy. But yeah, this year has been so emotionally draining. Like I moved away. I moved to Seattle, Washington, and it's been fun. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's been not fun, but it's been really fun. Like I've had experiences that I think I would have, and like if I think about it, I wouldn't have believed that I would be here. Like let's say my teenage self, I told them where I would be, I would not believe it. I'd be like, bro, what? Because I was working at Starbucks at the time. And I evolved, you know, not saying Starbucks is a bad company. I just evolved into the medical field, so I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie, the Starbucks that I worked at was not it. Oh my gosh, I would get in so many fights with the manager. Like, don't get me wrong, the manager, we had our ups and downs. Like, we had a love-hate relationship, but dude, when we did have our hate relationship, bro, we got into it. And then I put my 2 weeks in because I was over it, but then I tried to take back my 2 weeks, and bruh, they were so rude about it. They're like, no. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I moved to Seattle because my husband, he got a job over here, and we kind of took a leap of faith. Like we already have a house somewhere else. We have a house in Moses Lake. That's where I'm originally from. But we took a leap of faith to move down here and kind of start fresh, especially for this job because it was a great opportunity. So I'm here now. How do I like it so far? I like it. I just feel lonely because I don't have friends, you know? I have to start all over and it's really hard. And I live like 2.5 hours away from my family and the people that I used to work with. And then 3.5 hours from my sister. So she'll come down here every once in a while, but not as often. So I filled in my eyebrows just a little bit because when I was younger, I shaved a lot of my eyebrows. Like I made them super thin because I like the thin brow. I don't know what it is. I like the thin brow. But yeah, I shaved them off and now I'm letting them grow back. So they might look a little weird, but it's okay. But anyways, yeah, so I did say in the last clip that I was from Moses. No, that's where I was originally living before I moved up here. But I'm actually from Yakima. It's a small town. Or a small, they call it a city, but like, to each their own, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm from Yakima. When I moved to Moses, it was, oh my gosh, I did not like it at first. Like I freaking, oh, and I'm using the Estee Lauder foundation, and I use the Tarte concealer. But anyways, I did not like it. Like I freaking hated Moses. Like I didn't get along with nobody. Like there were some girls that I started talking to that I really liked, but for the most part, nobody really talked to me. Like I was a loner. But I feel like that's how I was growing up. Like I was the ugly duckling. But now I'm that girl. If you know, you know. Now I know they regret the way they treat me. But anyways, that's besides the point. And then with the Rare Beauty in the shade Right Side, and then Maybelline in 148. But in Yakima, yeah, like I said, I was the loner. I was the ugly duckling. Like, why lie about it? You know what I mean? But I was the ugly duckling. Nobody thought I was cute. Everybody was rude to me. Except there were some people. I cannot say there I had friends. Like I had two really good friends that were friends with me since like to the point where I was like since elementary to middle school. And we kind of just grew. That's the only friends that I had there. But when I was in like a younger age, my dad went to prison, so it was just me, my mom, my sister. She was a single mom of 5 at the time. So I didn't really tell my mom a lot of stuff because she was going through her own issues, and I didn't want to burden her with my issues because, yeah, I was not being treated right at school. I got bullied, and then one day I did tell my mom, and she was like, "You better fight back." So that's when I fought back for the first time, and nobody really bugged me except the guys. You know how guys are in elementary to middle school. They're hella rude, but I feel like that made me stronger. Like, it made me want to be a baddie, you know what I mean? Like, it made me want to be hot later in the future. So they can remember camera a little bit so I can get more light. Excuse me. But I'm going in with my Tarte concealer and the Estee Lauder concealer, the double wear concealer, because they're bomb. And this is shade light neutral because I like bright under eyes. I put a lot of concealer. I cake all my makeup, I'm not even gonna lie. But I moved away from Yakima in 7th grade. And then before I went to, and the reason I moved is because my dad got a job opportunity. So I moved from Yakima and I lived with my grandparents, like my stepdad's grandparent. I call them my grandparents, but I live with them in Othello. That's even smaller than Moses Lake, bro. And why can't I talk? My mom and me, my sisters, we were so depressed because it was just really bad. Like, we were not fitting in. We were not doing good there, It was depressing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It was so depressing, and we were not feeling it. So my dad, he also needed, why is my camera too, oh my gosh. So like I said, yeah, we were so depressed there. And my dad ended up like, we need to find our own place because, we're taking up our grandparents' spot. We had like, at the time we had 5 kids living in a 2-bedroom house with my grandparents. It was a lot. And so then we ended up moving to Moses Lake, and that's like the first time I realized that this is gonna be a lot different. And I automatically did not like it, just like Othello. I thought I was gonna like it more because Othello is super bad. So when I moved to Moses Lake, it was like, ugh, it was worse. Like, nobody really talked to me. And it was hard for me to make friends, because I was so quiet at the time. Like, I didn't talk. I didn't try to put myself out there. But then everybody had their own little group. So I wasn't, like, mad about that. I get that because I had my own group when I was in Yakima, So we moved there. It went okay. Like, living there was good, I guess. I started getting used to it. Like, the environment, the people. I made a couple of friends, like acquaintances, I should say, because they're not really my friends. I'm going back in with the Estee Lauder concealer because it's lighter and I want more brightness. But yeah, I made acquaintances. I was settling in finally after years. And then high school started coming around. High school, I got into my first fight. That's another story, though. I'm not going to get into that. I got into a first fight. I'm telling you, I just wanted you to get to know me because I feel like, am I the issue? Like, I don't know. Like, I was not fitting in at all. Like, I did meet 2 girls that kind of reminded me of the friends I had in Yakima. They were so sweet to me. Like, they genuinely cared about me. Going in with the Laura Mercier powder and translucent. But yeah, I started getting used to it. I made really good friends in high school. Like, I would say like 3. But like the 2 that I'm talking about, we still talk to this day. But they were super sweet. One of them was like, would like guide me because her dad was a pastor, so she would really like guide me when I was going through it. And at the time, my dad was super religious too. Not real, I wouldn't say religious, but he was a strong believer, like a Christian. And so my parents were strict on me because of that, Like, they had a lot of expectations for me. So when I would talk to my friend her dad was a pastor, we would kind of relate on a lot of things and kind of just vent and kind of let out what we were feeling. So it was good to have that. You know, I needed that during that time. And I had prior, like, I'm not gonna get too deep into my story because I feel like that's another story to tell. But she kind of knew what happened in my past. She knew like what I've gone through, and I trusted her because she trusted me too. Like, we were super close. I had that, and then I ended up doing Running Start, which is on your junior year. You go to a community college, and you do college and high school at the same time. So I was like, I want to get out of high school because I was not like, even though I had friends, I was not fitting in. Like, that environment was toxic for me. So I finally decided to do that. My parents were supportive of that, of course, because they wanted me to excel in everything I do. So when I told them that, they're like, oh yeah, you should do it. I feel like that'd be good for you. So I ended up doing college my whole junior year. And then senior year, I had to go back to high school, to finish off a couple credits, which were chemistry. And you can know more about a little bit more about my senior, because my senior year I went through so many traumatic events. I had posted a video about that, like what I went through with a toxic relationship and things like that. But yeah, it was traumatic senior year. I graduated though. I graduated. But then I ended up meeting my husband in chemistry for second semester. I met him, and we weren't like a thing at the time. We were just friends. Like, I'm not saying friends, friends, like friends, you know, the campfire song Friends, you know. We were nothing. Like, he told me he had a big crush on me, but I didn't get the signals because I was dealing with my own toxic relationship at the time that I had. And I mean, we never really flirted. It was just like friendly talk. So that's why it was really weird when he said that. But he said he had a crush on me. And, you know, sometimes you just don't get the signals. And that was me. Oh, and also I'm using the MAC bronzer in Deep Golden. So, yeah. So we ended up dating. And I told him, like, straight up, I was like, if we're not dating because of my past relationship, like, if we're not dating to marry, then I don't want this. Like, I don't want to deal with another breakup. I don't want to deal with another heartbreak because I already dealt with that. Like, I don't want that. So if you're not dating to marry, and if you don't decide that, I know, we were both young. We were 18. But I told him, if you don't decide that in a year, like, that's it. Like, I have to cut it off because I'm not trying to get my heart broken, right? So then in a year, he ended up proposing to me, and we got engaged. And I know that's controversial, but like, we're 6 years in, so you can say what you want to say. Yeah, we ended up getting married. It was very small. He didn't end up telling his parents because at the time his parents were not supportive of it, and that was another big drama, bro. Like, but it was very like the intermediate family only at our wedding, and it was very personal. It was a really, like, we knew that we were for each other, you know. And then we ended up getting our first apartment. We moved in the next day after our marriage. And that's when things, you know, when they say, like, when you get married, you start to get tests early on to see, you know, how you guys are gonna last, how you're gonna react. Well, he ended up hating his job because at the time he was working at a restaurant. So he ended up hating it because they would treat him really bad. So I told him, I was like, and my dad was offering him a position at his, because at the time he was working for agriculture. So they were offering him a position, but he needed to get his agriculture licenses, like pesticide license, you know, fumigate, all that stuff. So he ended up doing that, but he couldn't study and work because he was working a lot of hours. So then I told him, I was like, you know what? I'll hold it down. You go get your licenses. Like, you got this. And I was working for the hospital at the time just as a health screener. If you don't know what a health screener is, they're the ones that during COVID, because this is during COVID time. During COVID, they would check your temperature and ask you if you had any symptoms. That's what I was working at. So I put, excuse me, I don't know, my voice is hurting. I think I'm talking too much. I'm yapping too much. Anyways, I put eyeliner and I used the NYX Epic ink. I put eyeliner. Oh, and also, the reason I didn't put it on camera because I cannot do this on camera. And then also, I went back in with that bronzer and put it on my eyelids. because I'm not doing eyeshadow today. I kind of just want you all to get to know me. But another thing I wanted to mention, so the reason I was like so persistent on getting married at such a young age is because the beliefs that were installed in me at a young age. Also, like, we were never Christian, like we were Catholic. I mean, they're the same thing, but like different. Like, we have things we have to do as Catholic. My gosh, we have things we have to do as Catholics, and then Christian, they just believe, like, if you believe in accept Christ. I can't explain, I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, we were never like a Christian, you know, like we were a Catholic Christian, so they're a little different. But my dad would always tell me, he's like, you need to get married to the right person, you know, find that person. Like, I believed in marriage, like that's something that was instilled in me. So that's why I was like very, because I've been through so many heartbreaks, I believe, like, you know, dating to be married and finding the right person that, you know, is for you instead of just giving up your body or doing this. I believe in that so heavily because of the heartbreaks I went through. I just want to mention that because you guys are probably like, why'd you want to get married? Like, what made you want, you know what I mean? I put lashes on that my mom gave me from the TikTok shop. Ask her for the link. I mean, yeah, I don't know which ones they are. I'm just joking. I'm gonna go in, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I'm gonna go in with the Studio Fix and just blend my colors because I want it more blurred. But yeah, so he ended up quitting his job and just focusing on studying to get, because he needed to get like 6 licenses. So he was doing that, and we were struggling, like, because it was just my income. We were really struggling, and we didn't tell nobody. Like, we didn't want nobody to get involved in that. Like, we wanted people to know that we were okay. And plus, I think we wanted to prove a point to those that didn't think we would make it so far. And, like, people that would talk down on us were like, we can do this. Like, we are grown, like, we're adults now. And we don't want to depend on anybody, you know? So, yeah, he ended up getting all his license. You know, it was a struggle. It was emotionally so hard, like, on us, our relationship. But even though we were struggling financially, we still had each other. Like, he would motivate me, like, it's okay, like, I'm gonna get this and you don't have to worry about it no more. Like, so he ended up getting his licenses, and going from there, he evolved. He started getting deeper into agriculture. He got another job that paid more, and it was like God's plan. Like, it just kept going and going. And then eventually the job that he was like last at told him, hey, we're gonna start laying people off, you're gonna get demoted. Like, it was so sad because we already had bought a house at this point. We bought a house and was like, because we thought that's where we're gonna be, like our final destination, you know what I mean? But yeah, he ended up getting demoted, and he's like, I can't do this, like, I worked too hard. Like, I think it's pride. I think it's a lot of pride because he did work really hard for his licenses and to get us where we are at, you know? So they demoted him, and he's like, he found a supervising job at Lowe's for temporary while he finds another job, and they were paying more. So they were like, he was like, okay, I'll take this, period. I'll take this. So then the job he's at now reached out to him, and they told him, hey, look, we want to offer you, or we want to interview you. Like, oh, and then I'm going on with Fenty Rose Rave, the glitter, because I love glitter. But they ended up hitting him up like, hey, come to Seattle. And mind you, that's like 2.5 hours away. Come to Seattle so we can interview you because I feel like you'd be good at the job or whatever. It was a 4-hour interview, bro. A 4-hour interview. And then we went to Texas for by ourselves. This is our first trip, like, by ourselves, without family, we went to Texas kind of like for a honeymoon because we love Texas, you know what I mean? So we went to Texas because we want to start doing things for us, like, without family, because you need to grow sometimes, you know, you need to do things that are going to benefit your relationship. So we're like, we need to just go ourselves. Like, you don't need to have family all the time. So we ended up going. It was a time to be alive. We had a blast in Texas. Like, we did. We had such a good time. But while he was in Texas, he got a call from the job, and they're like, hey, we want to offer you 2 positions. You can pick from whatever. And it was good pay. Like, it all landed into place. But he was so worried about, like, how are we going to move? We have a house. Like, what are we going to do if I do take this job? I was like, take the job. Let's just have faith. Take the job. Take a leap of faith. He took the job, and it just all landed in place. Like it was God's plan. Like it landed perfectly in place. It was like weird. We got renters. It was just perfect. And then he had to go before me, so we didn't see each other for like a month because I had to find a job, you know. So then I moved up here finally, and I've been here for 2 months now, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions, like a roller coaster of emotions. I'm going in with Cork by MAC. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, like I can't even lie. Sorry guys, if I get quiet, I can't talk and do my lip liner. But it's cute, it's a cute brown. Yeah, we moved up here, and it's been like draining because first of all, starting fresh, leaving the job that I was at because I had a really good position. But I'm not gonna say that I'm ungrateful because, you know, not everybody can say they can do this, and I'm only in my 20s, so why is it doing that? Hold on. So I put the lip liner on and I kind of overlined, so don't judge. But I'm gonna try a new combo, and I'm gonna do Cherish by MAC. Put that in the middle. This might look cute. Yeah, I think so. Sorry guys, I get so distracted. I think it's just my ADHD. Like I get hecka distracted. What if you guys would have saw that? Anyways, but moving down here has been an eye-opener. Like I've been reflecting since I've been here. Like I haven't had a chance to just breathe and take everything in. I think because I overthink a lot. Like I want to be, like, being away from family and having to do it all on your own is scary. Like I know we've done that in Mosaic because we bought our own house. We did everything on our own, but this is different because we're literally 3 hours away, literally. So it's been a lot. I've been emotionally drained because, you know, it's been like starting fresh is scary to me because I've done it so much in my life. So like starting fresh is triggering. Like sometimes it could be triggering, like memories and emotions that I don't want to have, but I need to face that. That's part of the healing process. And I just feel alone. Like I do. Like I miss having people around to go to Marshall's with or hang out with, you know what I mean? It's just the little things that you miss. Like you start to realize, dang, these were the little things that were important. But at the same time, it was toxic and I needed to move away because I feel like I can breathe. Like I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I can move forward. But I feel selfish for that. Like I feel selfish for that. And it's so weird to explain. I don't know. It's just been really weird. But I'm happy to be where I'm at. And I know I'm supposed to be here. Like I know this is where I'm supposed to be. And I just gotta accept that. Like I gotta start accepting that, enjoying the moments instead of dissociating and worrying about tomorrow, you know? I also I can't be proud of myself. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like, I just can't be proud of where I'm at. I don't know. I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm young. I'm only in my 20s. I feel like I'm in my 80s because of everything that I've been through and having to grow up so fast at a young age. And I know a lot of that has to do with me because I chose to grow up really fast. But I don't know. Give me your thoughts and opinions because I'm still healing. Like, it's been so emotionally overwhelming, draining. I hate to use this word, but overstimulating. But I've been having a time. Like, I've been having a blast, even though sometimes I do dissociate and can't enjoy the moment. I've been having a blast. Like, it's brand new, it's scary, and I've done it so many times in my life that I can't accept where I'm at, you know? But eventually we'll get there. And I'm gonna keep making YouTube videos because I feel like this is my happy place. Like, this is where I can just let everything out, you know? But I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you got to know me just a little bit more on a deeper level. And you like this look. This is just a go-to baddie look, another one. And I tried a new lip combo and I really like it. But I hope you guys like this video. Please try to watch it to the end because I know I talk a lot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's the cutie with the booty. Hey. I'm just joking. Talk to you guys later.